Good evening, fellow degenerates. Mickey D here for Cold Beer Sport on Wednesday evening, just gone 5 o'clock. One horse for tomorrow and a chat about something else. The last day I was on, I gave two horses. Billhams Legacy finished second to a horse of Paul Nicholls that hadn't run for 2 years. So I thought I had to study the race to a T, and an all-known for him, Billhams Legacy was going to win it, I thought. But a horse first time out in 2 years and ran riot, so we finished second. And the other horse, Fox Tal, at a point win at him on 7-4, and he won, which he was entitled to do because the conditions suited him very much. So we lost a little bit for the day, 0.25, so not too bad. So not going too bad for January. I think I was making it up there last night. I had 2 good days so far on January the 1st and January the 6th. And I'm plus 10 on the YouTube. And I have 1 winner out of 4 selections on the Patreon, and I'm plus 0.25. So I won for the Patreon service for tomorrow, and 1 horse. The 4 o'clock at Bangor, Billhams Legacy, Fergal O'Brien and Paddy Brennan. It's out of Black Sam Bellamy, a 7-year-old mare. It won a bumper in Weatherby on November 2020, and it was second in carrying a penalty in Doncaster the run after that. St Stephen's Day this year, it was 4th in Mayor's Novice Hurl. It ran well, but it was very keen in the start, and they have a tongue tie on first time tomorrow, so that might settle it down. Now there is a horse of Ollie Murphy's favourite, hasn't been out since the 1st of April 2021, and it won but 12-1 in a bumper that day, Mayor's bumper. But it hasn't had a run, and we're 11-4, 3-1. I'm just risking a 1 point win on that. Paddy also said that we could talk about other things on when we'll be on here. He mentioned, I know, climate change and maybe talk about the price of pigs and cattle and everything, but I know fuck all about that, to be honest. So I just mentioned something that I know a little bit about. The next big worldwide thing that's coming up is the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl, it's taking place in Inglewood, California in the second Sunday in February. That's the home of the Rams and the Raiders. And both of them are in the playoffs. So history could be repeated itself, because the Buccaneers won last year and they won on their home ground. And the home grounds, the venues, they're picked prior to the competition starting. So it could happen again. This will be the first time ever that it went so late in February, because for the first time ever this year, the American football was a 17-match season, lasting 18 weeks, because every team gets a bye week during the year. So it was the first time ever as well that so many teams lost so many matches. Normally you'd see a team going, we'll say 15-1 or 14-2 or 13-3. But the leading records this year is the Titans in the AFC, they were 12-5. And Green Bay were 13-4. So it's a very open competition this year. Green Bay are 7-2 favourites, Kansas 4-1, the Bills are 8-1, the Bucks are 8-1, Titans are 8-1, Rams are 10s, Cowboy 12s, and so on. Outsiders of all is the Steelers, who scraped in when the Colts fucked up on Sunday. They're 66-1. It's massive, the home field advantage for the playoffs, and you can see that by the odds as well. The Raiders are 15-8 at the Bengals, who's 2-5. The Patriots 13-8 or 7-4 at the Bills, who's 1-2. The Eagles underdogs against the Bucks, who's 9-2 on. The 49ers are 11-8 against the Cowboys 4-7. That's the shortest gap between the odds. The Steelers are the biggest outsiders. They're 9-2 against the Chiefs, who's 1-7, and the Cardinals are 13-8 against the Rams, who's 1-2 on as well. I was making it up. The 6 underdogs, if you put a point win on them, it's 11-2. And if you had 5 favourites there without, we'll say, the Patriots, who I think could cause an upset, it's 7-2, we'll say, for people that are interested in having a bet on the American football. The reason I say the Patriots is they play in the same division and they played twice this year. And they won each. The most interesting point I thought this year with the Patriots is that they scored no passing touchdown against the Bills. And they rushed for one in the 14-10, I think it was, in their first matchup. And then the last time, even though they were well bet, they had no scored and passing touchdown either, but they had 3 rushing touchdowns. So Belichick is a competitor. He has 6 Super Bowls won with the Patriots, and he won 2 as a defensive coordinator as well with the Green Bay with the New York Giants. And he is competitive, so he'll have that rectified for Sunday. It's a big rivalry between the two of them, and I wouldn't be surprised to see an upset there at 7-4 against a 1-2. To be honest, who do I like to win it out? I sort of have fancied the Kansas City Chiefs. They bet the shite out of Green Bay mid-season, bringing their record to 5-4 at the time. So that was in their 9th game, and since then they have won 7-1. Mahomes is a big player. When they won the Super Bowl 2 years ago, he was the MVP, and I like him a lot. And I like the coach Andy Reid as well. Green Bay, yeah, they're great in Lambeau Field when it's cold and everything, but when they get to the sunshine and everything, they seem to be just not as good a team at all. So Kansas 4-1 would be my selection, we'll say, and we'll see how it goes. And maybe the Patriots to beat the Bills at the weekend. All the other favourites, I was looking at the matchups, all of them should win. They're big favourites, a lot of them, and home field advantage is massive in the NFL come playoff time. So looking forward to that. I love January every year. I hate the weather, but I love the playoffs in the NFL. So that was just a sideline tonight. I just thought I'd throw in to see if it interests anybody. And in the comments, anybody that's interested in it, see what you say. Let's try and make a pound over the next few weeks. And anyone that fancies the spreads a spread is where the bookmakers, they put up a spread and you either go with it or against it, you're for it or not. So a lot of them are tight enough. A spread, I'd say the smallest spread there would be 3.5 or 4 with the 49ers Cowboys game. I said that'll be the title. I didn't look at the spreads yet, but I will. Anyway, that's me. I might have a Patreon service tomorrow, a selection, as I said, and keep following. Mickey D for Cold Beer Sports. Over and out. Bash those bookies.